Hi, this is Ali. Welcome to my channel. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I do a video. And please give me a thumbs up. And in the description below will be my email address. If you would like to email me a question, I will do a video to answer your question. Today I want to go into limiting beliefs. So a limiting belief is just something that we've told ourselves over and over again, and it's usually something that's come from our childhood. So it's usually something that's come from our parents or someone that was a great influence on us when we were small. And very often limiting beliefs can be around money. That's probably the most common one, money and relationships, because when we were growing up, if there wasn't enough money or if times were hard, then your parents would say things like, money doesn't grow on trees, you can't have this, you can't have that, and there would always be something negative said about money. Often people say money's evil, and these are all negative beliefs. And also again with relationships, it could be that you came from a marriage that wasn't happy. Your parents could have split up, anything could have happened, and actually you could have a negative belief about having a happy relationship because you've got in your head that that's what relationships are about. So what we need to do is to try and figure out what our limiting beliefs are. So some of our limiting beliefs we will know anyway. We will just instantly know that I've got a little bit of a block on this. But there'll be other things that we're not sure of. And if there are things that you're trying to manifest and you do think, yeah, maybe I've got some limiting beliefs on this, there's a little process that you can do. And again, this process has come from Natalie Ledwell, and it's a really, really good, easy process. And what you will do is, so when you are thinking about what you want to manifest, you will could get some negative thoughts come through. Now, if you get some negative thoughts come through, just write them down. So list any negative thought that comes in about a certain thing that you're trying to manifest. List it down on a piece of paper. And then once you've listed down all the negative thoughts that are coming through, I want you to look at the negative thoughts and then just go and try and figure out where those negative thoughts could have come from. So just try and go back into, oh yeah, the money one was because my parents always said this, or the relationship one is because of this. And just whatever the negative thought was, just try and associate it with where it could have come from in your childhood or in some part of your life. It could be, again, it's a pattern that you keep repeating, so that can create a negative thought because it could be the same pattern that you've created yourself, and that will then go into your subconscious as well. So once you do that, then you can figure out roughly where this has come from and have some idea where it's come from. And then once you know that kind of starts to free it up anyway, because you just kind of know where it's come from and just think, oh yeah, that's where it's come from. So actually it doesn't need to be a belief because it's just what I was told back then. So it just lightens it up. And then what you want to do is then start changing that belief. So you want to then turn that negative belief into a positive belief. So let's say you've got a negative belief about money, and your negative belief about money is that you have to work really, really hard for money, and you don't earn a lot of money, and money doesn't come easily. So those three negative beliefs are probably really common ones for money. So what you would do is write those down, and then you would change that belief. So your belief would then change to, I acquire money very easily. Money always comes to me. I am abundant. I have loads of money. I don't have to work hard for money. And list down those positive affirmations as opposed to the negative one that you can then look at each day. And do the same in every area of your life where you're trying to manifest and where you think you're struggling with something, because we all can manifest certain areas more easily than other areas. There's always something that one of us struggles with. Somebody may struggle with money where somebody else doesn't, and struggles with relationships. And do you know what I mean? We can all thrive in one certain area, but not in others. So just work through the areas in your life where you think you've had issues with manifesting what you want, and then do this process. So like I say, do this where you write down what your negative thoughts are about that process, and then just try and figure out where that could have come from. Write it down where you think it's come from and what area it was, or what was said to make that a negative belief, and then turn it onto its head and then write down the positive side of that. So you want to go totally over to the other side of what that negative statement is, and say the positive statement, write that down. And then those positive statements, you want to be keeping those to look at each day. So then you want to be having them either on your phone or by the side of your bed in a notepad or whatever, but just have them so that you can, just in the morning when you wake up, you can look at those. So before you start doing anything in your day, you can look at the positive ones. Don't look at the negative ones anymore, because we could get rid of that now. Just look at the positive ones and say those positive affirmations over and over again each day, and that will then start to remove the negative ones, and then that will remove those blocks. So then when you start to manifest, you will find that those blocks don't come out anymore because you've changed that belief. And it won't take that long to change a belief. Part of changing a belief is just to know it's a belief. Once you know something is just a belief that's not even, doesn't even need to be there, that instantly takes the pressure off of it anyway, and it almost makes it from being this massive big thing to this tiny little thing that actually is nothing, because it's just a belief that you've been brought up with and it's not even true. And so that's all you're doing, is you're just dissecting it so that you don't listen to it anymore, and then you're just replacing it with your own beliefs and keep reinforcing them beliefs. And like I say, you will find this process, it will work really, really quickly. It might be an idea to work on the ones that you have less negativity about. So the ones that, the one thing that you may have, like, it might be something that you have like a little block with it that you think, yeah, this just needs tweaking. It might be an idea to do that one first, because it's going to be easier, because there's not so much around it. So if you do that one first, then that will show you that this process works. And then once you do that with one, everything else will become much easier, because then your belief system opens up to knowing that actually, yes, I can do this. And yes, once I change this, I can then manifest what I want. And once again, it's going back into believing yourself and having that belief. So once you can do this process, you will then start to believe everything about you can have whatever you like, you put it out to the universe and you can have it. You will open up a whole new belief system, which will then start to, once you start really believing everything, other blocks will start to fall away, because your main thing will be that you know that you can have whatever you want. You know the universe looks out for you, and you know that whatever you want out of life, you can totally have. And the blocks that are stopping any of this will start to fall away, and you'll find this really, really, it happens really, really quickly. Okay, so I hope that is helpful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again. Thanks, bye.